This right here is one of the best jump shots I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity because the object ball is close enough that the object ball you're jumping is in the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
Not too close, not too far away,
But it's 9 feet away.
It is. It's a long jump. But
so I nail it, center pocket. Hey, friends. It's Adam and Trevor. Welcome to another video. We're a little punch drunk tonight. We've done a couple of videos of this.
Gotta love it, though.
This is something you'll notice the BS League is over. I will put a link to the BS League playlist there. I will not spoil anything. Let's get on to this tournament. This was the 2025 International Open Semi-Pro Division. So the International Open started, 10 years ago, something like that. It was when AccuStats used to run the US Open. They ran it in Virginia. It was when Barry Berman and Pat Fleming got together and did this whole US Open thing. Then Matchroom took over US Open, but they still ran the tournament. They just called it the International Open. And it, again, similar to US Open, was the top tier talent of pros around the world. Now, last year they moved it to St. Augustine, Florida for a bigger venue. It's in a great venue. Trevor and I were just talking off air about it. It's World Golf Village Resort, Renaissance, something, all those words put together to make some sense. A giant, golf course, couple golf courses, giant convention center, big hotel. I think the hotel had 9 floors in it. And just really well-run event all along. And they started last year, a semi-pro event, which is 650 and under Fargo, and they say APA 6 and under, which makes no sense to me at all.
No.
Because there are APA 7s that are 450 Fargos. So I don't know how that worked, but the field this year, I didn't do it last year. It was pretty successful last year. My coach, Mark Wilson, urged me to do it this year. We made a whole vacation out of it. We drove down there from Wisconsin. I don't know if I recommend that, but it was an adventure for sure. No issues at all or anything like that. Just a lot of driving. So anyway, we made a vacation of it. Entry fee. So the 650 and under division had 192 players this year. It filled up 3 or 4 months before the event started. And the rooms, booked up and everything. They also had the Pro 10 ball, Pro straight pool, Pro 1 pocket, and then the big one, the Pro 9 ball, which is a WNT ranking event. So this was, and I apologize for all of the talking in the front of this video before we get into it. This is 9 ball on a 9-foot table. This is 9 ball on the spot break. This is break from inside the break box, all ball fouls, race to 7 alternate break, and they had a kind of a special rule in this one. If your match goes to 2 hours, you have to lag for the games after that. So let's say somehow your match is tied at 5 and 2 hours hits. The ref comes up, he's like, you're now lagging for the win. You put 2 cue balls down, you hit them back and forth. Whoever wins that, they get 6. Whoever wins the next leg, they either get 6 or 7 or whatever. However it plays out, they lag for a game, which I know, Trevor, you had to deal with. We won't bring up any of those memories from BCA.
No.
Where you had to do it on the hill, but I did see someone had a lag on the hill.
That's rough.
2 hours.
That's rough. Yeah.
No, there is no shot clock, and there is the 2-hour clock runs whether you're racking or thinking or taking a break. Each person gets a 5-minute break per match. And the shot clock, or not the match timer. It's not a match clock like Ultimate Pool. It's just a
match timer. Yeah.
Timer on digital pool. If it hits 2 hours, you're done. Now they don't stop the game that you're in. So if you're hill and it hits 2 hours, they're gonna let you finish that game. But if it's 6-5 and the person with 6 doesn't win, you're lagging for the win. So anyway, did not have that in any of my matches. Let's go over to the table. We'll get this thing kicked off. My first match is against a gentleman by the name of Jeff W. He is a 592 Fargo at the time of this match. He's sitting back here. My wife's back here. I'm right here. I did crop this a little bit to cut out. You can actually see from the original video, you can see the entire room. You can see the monitors that are up and everything like that. And for some reason, we're starting with me hitting a 9-ball in. I don't know if we started before they were ready to start the cameras or whatever, but trust me, a real rack did happen. I won the leg. I broke. I did not run out. I don't remember, but I'm up 1-0. So.
I don't I don't remember that one either, but I'm fairly certain, and it happened to some of the other times while I was watching, is that the cameras did not, the live stream for the cameras did not start on the same schedule as when the matches actually started. Yep. So,
and I do have a couple matches that happened too, but I also have there's a match or two where it started 15 minutes before, and there's two other guys warming up on the table that aren't even me or my opponent.
Yep.
But you'll see this room over here. Let me draw the tool. Over here is the arena. So there's seats here, here, and here.
Yep.
Tables back here. They're working on some stuff over there. What they have the room is there's 32 tables in this room. They're all 9-foot diamonds, pristine quality, brand new balls, brand new cloth. Friend Jeff missed his first shot.
And I think these are diamond procuts, so they'll be 4.5.
4.5. Yep.
Yeah, and then the stream table was 4.25, I believe.
I don't know if it was, because I heard Mark Wilson say it was 4.5 at one point.
Okay, well, but maybe that could be.
In talking to the guy who won it, he did say that their pockets were very tight. He thought he heard 4 inches. So I thought I heard somebody say that the Bigfoot 10 ball was 4 inches. Like they had the 10-foot table at 4 inches. No, that was 4.5. That one was 4.5 for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe, yeah.
But what they did is they had each group of tables in 4. So I should have zoomed out, at least for this first video. So there's a table here, table down here, and a table down here. And each 4 is surrounded by these tables and chairs on the side. And then what they can do is they can have a ref floating for each quadrant. Now, for most of the tournament, they had the semi-pros in one pod, pros in another pod. But you may see some, I think I mentioned in the last BS League, there are at least 2 SVB sightings, and they're a little closer than you would have thought. We'll just leave it at that.
Yes.
So we're starting out rough. I do want to say, I'm going to get comments going, you're not a 629 Fargo based on the way you shot. He's not a 592. He plays like a 400. There is so much pressure in these matches. There is normally when you're playing in a bar or a pool hall or even a tournament, like a state tournament, there's some sort of music playing in the background. Even if it's really soft, you can still kind of hear it. It kind of drowns out things. This room was dead silent. They were playing a little bit of music on the stream table to kind of warm up things. But then right before the matches started, everything went silent. The only thing you really hear is every once in a while the air conditioning would kick in. Otherwise, it was silent with just the sounds of pool. You almost felt like you didn't want to talk too loud because you didn't want to, interrupt anybody else. And there was talking going around. These are booths behind here, but it was very, very nerve-wracking to say the least.
Yep. Yeah. But that level of pressure, and then these tables in this environment, it can make you look silly in a hurry. Unless you spend a living playing like this. And
right.
Sorry, we don't. I have a real daytime job. Adam has a real, he does now. Adam has a real daytime job.
I will in a couple of weeks, yes.
So, and I'm sure most of you watching do as well. So, until you have experienced it, it's hard to describe, and it sounds ridiculous, but do it once in your life. If you give yourself a chance, do it once in your life for sure.
There were people as low as 350 Fargo. There were people no Fargo. There was a one gentleman I played who just had APA ranking, and that was it. And it's an experience of a lifetime. I'm going to hopefully do it again, although one of my goals for the year is to be too high of a Fargo to be able to play in this again. We'll see what happens. I hope I can play in it again because this was a blast.
Yep. Yeah. And I'm seeing you play it and hearing about your experience, I'm considering doing it myself next year. So
talking about the game here, I've been running out off of Jeff's miss. I need to decide right now whether I take this route or this route. And I decided against the inside spin because these are brand new balls and brand new tables. They were played on the afternoon of the day before. And I actually decided to go with inside spin around the 9-ball and missed it. But they were played on the day before for warm-ups, and some of the tables have had straight pool matches on them. I don't think one pocket even started by this day. The 9-ball definitely didn't start on this day, the Pro 9-ball. Most of the pros didn't even show up until like the end of this day.
Mm-hmm.
So balls are brand new. Cloth is brand new. I don't know how much grip I'm going to get on inside spin on a lot of the shots. And because of that, and because of the overall pressure, I just missed the shot.
Yep. And I mean, you didn't dead sell out to Jeff, but he still had to come with a shot there too, because he had was trying to dig down at that to get down to that bottom rail. So seems as though you may have gotten away with it this time.
May have, may not have. We'll see.
Yeah.
As soon as this guy moves out of the way.
Yeah.
The pressure is really hard to explain. It's like everyone probably remembers, or maybe not, doesn't remember their first big tournament. I've played our Wisconsin State WISPA, Wisconsin State Pool Association.
Yes.
I played that twice now. Oh, geez, and I overcut this. And the pressure there was different. There was a lot of people, a lot of noise, music playing, everything like that. This pressure was something I've never felt before.
Yeah.
And in fact, Jeff, too, I think as he got down on this shot, he looked up at me and said something, I'm still shell-shocked here. This is something he'd never done before. Now, add to all this, I don't have a 9-foot table to practice on. There are, I think, 2 places with 9-foot tables within 50 miles of my house.
Yeah.
With 9-foot diamonds, I will say. There is another place with 9-foot Brunswicks about an hour from my house. But Caramel and Beloit is where I had 2 different sessions practicing. And I practiced the break a lot and just getting used to the table. My home table is 8-foot. Everything else in Wisconsin is 7-foot.
Yes.
And most of them are, I don't really play on valleys anymore. I'll try to avoid any place that has valleys.
Yep. There is one place in Abilene here that has a 9-foot Brunswick. It is not a diamond. And then the rest of the tables in the 2 bigger pool halls are 8-foot Brunswicks and Olhausens.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if I wanted to play on a 9-foot diamond, I'm driving 3 hours. I'm either driving down to like Round Rock to go down to Skinny Bob's, or I'm going to somewhere in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So yeah, they're not common around a lot of places.
Maybe we'll have one day where we do like a podcast type, just talking about pool, and I'll get into my rant about how 7-foot tables are ruining U.S. pool. So here, I tried to play a split, getting the cue ball here and the 8-ball here, and instead, I did this. And
that was one way to do it too. I mean,
first game jitters. I left them long, but I left them. Anybody should pocket this at this level. Anyone who joins this tournament, granted, they're, like I said, you're going to see some misses that I should not miss.
Yep.
It's going to happen.
not just from Adam either. Like it, and
right.
You'll see that it is not just Adam that is missing things that they shouldn't miss. I mean, the caliber of player who gets into this is not somebody that you would, 1 out of 100 they would miss this shot, or some of the other ones you will see missed. So, it just gives you an idea of the pressure level and the performance required to be here. So
yeah, and I mean, now one thing I want to point out with Jeff, you're moving your head up every time you look down and up at the ball. I would recommend working on that a little bit, maybe with a mirror or a camera or something like that. Keep your head down. Just don't move it. You can move your eyes, certainly, but don't move your head. And I know it's a natural tendency to do. Now, you also see this break is weird. This break changed every day. And that's, I talked to Sensei Nate on pool about the break, both before and after the tournament. And he said the reason the pros are so good at it, it's because it changes every time, but that's how much you have to practice this. It is a cut break, but it's not as much of a cut as you think. It's more 3/4 ball, 2/3 to 3/4 ball than a half ball hit. And if you the more you cut it, the lower the one ball hits the rail. The more full you hit it, the more the one ball comes up. I was finding the corner ball was flying straight in. And if you go back a couple seconds and looked at that break, the corner ball just flew in. Yep. And I felt like after a couple times of doing that, if it's going to work, I might as well just keep going with it. I did dial it in later on in the tournament, but it was just kind of a weird thing. And based on time of day, how many people in the room, temperature, humidity, one night the AC went out, that'll be a fun match to commentate. The break changed with all that.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. And the way the break sets up, the wing ball should not be going in.
Right.
I mean, it's not supposed to, or rather, as you should say, supposed to. Now, a lot of things are not supposed to happen and do, but yeah, the whole point of 9-ball on the spot is that the wing ball doesn't go in the corner pocket, especially given that you're racking with templates. Where I mean, it's almost a given with a template rack with the 1 ball in the spot that the 9-ball will go in the corner.
By the way, this is the 4 and this is the 5. So I'm probably going to call those wrong because they look the same. I thought I was going for the 5 up in the corner. I had essentially this as a position window. And I'm frozen on the 6. And a one rail kick here, trying to do this is doom.
Death.
This pocket is now giant, and you're most likely to miss it. The tables are going to kick short as it is, but because of the new cloth, it's going to open up. So I try to do a 3-rail kick here, trying to not scratch. And I hit it okay, but still missed it.
Yep.
So this is that 4-ball should have never done that. I wanted to just get closer. Like I could have stopped it and left the cue ball here for the shot in the 5, and I would have made it. I would have had a shot in the 6, but I wanted to try to get closer, and I had the 9-foot table in my head. Like on a 7-foot table, I'd never try to get closer because it's just so close already.
Right.
On an 8-foot, even at home, I probably don't try to get closer. I'll try to get off the rail and I'll try to get away from the end, but I'm not going to try to get 4 feet up the table. And for some reason on the 9-foots, I felt like I needed to get closer on this. Probably decelerated a little bit angry at myself, but it's early in the match. This is a race to 7, so.
Yep.
I want to give a shout out to Jim here. I ran into him in the elevator. I'm like, that guy looks familiar. I think I've played that guy before, or I've seen that guy, and I don't know where he's from. And then we saw him. He was next to me in warm-ups, and then he's next to me in the first match. And I think he shows up next to me in another match, too. And I'm like, hey, are you from Wisconsin? He goes, yeah, I am. And I'm like, I've seen you, or I've played you somewhere. He goes, oh, probably at Romines. Yep, now I know where I've seen him before. He's a regular at Romines, High Pocket South in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And it's cool to finally meet him in person. I don't think I've ever played him, but I've seen him in, I think there's a 1 pocket league that he's in or something like that. It's like the worst thing possible is a 1 pocket league.
Yes.
Ooh.
I was going to say he was a little bit thin on that 8-ball to just kind of drag it back. So he almost needed to go short side on that 9. And I think he got good enough here. Not ideal, but this should still be very manageable.
Good enough, unless you're down on the shot and your arms are shaking and your legs are shaking like I was the entire time.
That certainly is a part of it.
I did eventually get settled in. Oh, but look where he left me.
Ugh.
This is not a bank.
No, and that's
now there's a trick shot where you can essentially jump the ball into the top side of this. The cue ball pops up in the air, and this double kiss banks in.
No,
but we are not attempting anything near that at this point in my life. So I need to just play safe. I need to get this 9-ball to the middle of the rail, and I don't really care where the cue ball goes.
Yeah, everybody and their brother tries the long rail bank here, and about 3/4 of them will sell out.
Oh, you mean the kick?
Yeah, I'm a kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is great.
Yep. Yeah, nothing wrong with this at all. That's leave him a bank. Sure, it's a decent angle. The object ball's off it, but still, the bank is 50% at best.
I would say not 50.
Yeah,
I would say 20 to 25.
Okay.
Using the bridge, full 9 feet with the tournament conditions. I don't even know if I try to make it here.
No, I probably don't. No. I'd play safe. I wouldn't take the bank.
Now, unfortunately, I have no idea what just happened. Okay, so he crossed it.
Crossed it. Yep. Had to have, given where the 9 ball is.
Yep. And the cue ball is somewhere down here. Yeah.
Yep.
What is about to happen is one of the best unplanned shots I've ever made in my life.
Fair.
I want to put a giant quotes around the word best. I figure I'm just going to cut this and I'm just going to go at it. Because if I overcut it or undercut it, I have a chance of getting safe. And if I make it, it's great. And I went a little thin.
Oh, yes, I remember.
It's just like that seems like the perfect end of that game.
Okay.
Somehow I'm up 2-1, but it's 9 ball. What are you going to do? I'm not going to just say, oh, no, you don't have to have it. Now, he got a lot better a hit on that 1 ball. It actually went high. Almost all the 1 balls were going low for me. But he also, I think he made the corner ball, which is bizarre. Now, we are using the 2025 brand new version of the AccuRack. If anyone's used the AccuRack in the past, it was more thick, almost cloth-like, almost like a Velcro. And watch this. He gets so in his head. He missed the ball entirely. He just meant to clip the ball, but he just missed it. But these are almost paper-like. I actually really like the AccuRacks. They're, I do like the Teo Max racks still, but second choice would be these now.
Okay.
They can fold easily, but you can iron them or straighten them out or whatever. You know, but they're much thinner than the old. The one I had was from like 2021. It was a blue one.
Okay.
I do like these a lot better. Didn't have any issues with them at all. The refs are pretty good at replacing if they had problems. Here, I don't know if I like this. I almost like going into the 3, but I'm okay.
Yep.
Now, ideally, I'd like to be on this side of the pocket line for the 3, but I can't. I don't think I can. I don't think I should try to get there. I think I should just float up here somewhere.
Yeah, no, I don't think that's...
A little long of a bridge there.
Yeah, the 7 ball is a little bit hampering.
Yeah, just take the medicine on the 3 ball, figure out a way to come around, and I think...
Can you put enough spin on it to get around the bottom of the 7? Is that what you're thinking? Yeah. Yep.
I think that's the shot. Now, the problem is I'm using my extension. Brian from FX Billiards just had a video on what not to do, how to avoid using the bridge. And he talks about having to practice with the extension, which I don't do. But that'll work.
Yep. And
outer points positioning.
Yeah, I would guess that's just a case of you didn't get the spin you were looking for with the stretch and the extension. You just weren't as accurate with your cue ball hit, which...
Right. No, I do play with a 3-inch extension on my cue at all times. And that's due to my goofy stance on my neck and my long legs and other things. But that 8-inch extension really changes the balance, especially when you're stretched, because you're almost always stretched with it.
Yep.
And I think we said in one of the matches that when you're not comfortable in your body position, you tend to just want to get out of the shot as fast as you can.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we talked about that within sometime in the last 2 matches, I remember. Yes.
Now, can I cut this?
Oh, yeah.
Butcher style?
You betcha.
I miss getting over the 8 ball. Where's the cue ball?
Yeah.
Okay, it looks pretty good.
Yep.
This is a shot I like a lot. This is coming low, maybe a little bit of outside, and coming back. If I can get where the 6 ball is now, that's perfect.
Yeah, you must do this a lot because you do it a lot. This is a shot that I'm not obviously as comfortable as you. I know you missed that one, but whatever. You do it a lot and make it a lot. So, one of my takeaways from watching you play these matches, spoiler, I've watched most of them live, was that I need to get better at that shot because you use it to great effect in many situations in the tournament here.
So he didn't even try to make it. And on a 9-foot, this is a fine safety.
Yes.
Now, ideally, you want the cue ball here or in line with the 8 and 6, but
yeah, right.
You're not going to expect someone to run out from here a lot. I say that as I'm probably going to do it, but no.
I was going to, you say that as you absolutely just, crush this run out and make it look masterful.
I don't even try it.
Okay.
And I'm realizing now that this shot right here that I left him is way different on a 9-foot than it is on a 7-foot table. The 7-foot guys are going to bank at this all day long and make it a lot of the times. And if they don't, they can come up short or long and go up here, come up short. The good things can happen.
Mm-hmm.
On a 9-foot, he's not even trying to make it, that is.
Right.
He's doing an even better job at the safety that he was trying before.
Yep.
And now I don't know if I have a window. Oh, it looks like I do.
Looks like you do, yeah.
So I have a better angle for the cut, but more distance. Which just... This isn't fun. You don't want to shoot these shots for fun.
No.
Okay, so I didn't even try it either. I tried to leave safe in line with the 7 or the 9 is what I was trying to do.
I might have tried that more than the first time you had a look at it because there's not from that distance. It's a lot harder to control the cue ball for a safe there.
Yeah. I agree. I think my mind was in the don't sell out. Do whatever you can to not sell out an easy shot.
Okay, fair.
Now, this isn't easy, but it isn't necessarily hard, and he hits this dead center pocket.
Yeah, hit it very well.
So my goal for not selling out was not going after the shot for not selling out, but instead I sold out for playing safe.
That's going to happen. Yeah. Yay pool.
This was pretty cool. I got the same colors I used in the BS League match up pretty well to these. The red is a better match, but.
Yeah, his last practice stroke was nice and smooth and fluid, and then he jabbed at that quite a bit, wanting to stop it, and ended up actually drawing it back a little bit.
It plays this just about as well as you can.
Yeah,
he cuts off this angle.
Yep.
I have to really go here and just hope something good happens.
Yeah. It's kind of a hit and hope here.
Yep. And this is a game-winning shot by Jeff. And it's something that I don't see a lot of players. I see a lot of people try to bank that 8 or try to do something stupid.
Yep.
And I mean, I got good contact. I got distance on the cue ball in case but I would expect him to make this.
Yeah, you managed to avoid all of the easy things that could have gone wrong, but you still ended up giving up a very makeable shot.
Right. And yeah, Jeff was a 592 at the time in this match. He hits that very well.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this shot seems to come up every game. If you want to get better at making your money balls, put the 9 or the 8 or the 10 on the spot and shoot it from all over the table.
Yep. Yeah,
this shot is going to come up almost every game. I mean, it's funny how
multiple times every match you will see this shot when playing 9-ball, and in this tournament for sure. So as you watch these, I hope that settles in because it's a pretty sage piece of advice.
And in this case, like the 9 stays close to the spot. the cue ball, what the cue ball is supposed to do is it's supposed to come here and back through and hit the 9. Now the problem is it can kiss the 9 in either here, but it also can kiss the cue ball in here or here.
Yep.
You've seen a lot of 9 balls made on this break, but you've seen a lot of cue balls scratching off that 9 ball. We are just not dialed into the hit enough to be able to get the 1 even to go in, much less control the 2, all the other stuff the pros do. He's going to play safe here and lock me right on the 3.
Yep. Yeah, the 1 ball there went not quite, it went a quarter of a diamond low the side pocket. So, yeah, that was another good safe.
Now, I almost have this. Almost. I don't think I have it because the other thing is I have to reach for it because I'm right-handed, and it's all ball follows. So if my cue tip hits the 3 at all, that's ball in hand.
Yep.
So I go for my least favorite, and I'm actually going to do a video on. I have a drill that I've thought up in my head. I got to spend some time figuring it out, and I'm going to do a video on it for kicking like this. It's a blind kick. You can't see the ball in your line of vision. Somehow I hit the 2 and give him ball in hand. So I am on 1 foul right now. We are playing 3 foul rule.
Yes.
3 fouls is a win. Well, 3 ball in hands, 3 fouls is a loss of game. How about that? That's a good way to put it.
Yeah. I don't know as if this rack is messy enough for me to try and 3 foul somebody.
I understand why, though, because he hasn't been shooting well, and neither of us have.
Mm-hmm.
And if you are super nervy and just see the ball in hand safety right there, I don't mind this at all. If he could have locked me up on the 2, it would have been a much better. Right. But because I have this gap, I can actually do this now.
Yep.
And the tables are weird. They were brand new cloth and brand new balls, but it was humid in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, the spin was grabbing a lot more than you would think it would. Like, I don't think I would have gotten that much spin on a normal brand new felt, or if I polish the balls up with like the Federer Gore spray. I'm not getting that at all.
Yeah. Yep. My problem with playing safe there is you get a hit, which you did, you're liable to end up in a worse spot than you were with ball in hand.
Right.
Even if you're not shooting well, take ball in hand, play, 2-3 balls, and if you get out of place, then look for a duck.
And I mean, like I said though, I understand why he did it. Like, would I have done that? No, I would immediately put ball in hand, play the 1, 2, 3. I mean, just everything's out in the open. It has a pocket, so I would have just gone for the run out.
Yeah.
But I've been in that situation where you don't feel confident. You're like, I can't make a ball. What do I do? And you just kind of default to playing safe. Is this one I think it is? Yeah.
Yep.
It's that same shot we kind of talked about. You have a ball somewhere in this area, and your cue ball, you're trying to get it 1 rail over behind. Now, the thing there is I had to go with this rail first and then back, but this certainly works. I think he can clip it. He can definitely clip it.
Yep.
And he sold out. But
he can clip it.
If he didn't hit the 6, the cue ball could have been way down here.
Yeah.
But I was happy, very happy with my safety play in this tournament overall.
I would agree. Yep.
Now here, my concern is cutting this in and going 1 rail off the 7 and scratching in the upper right.
Yeah.
So to make sure I don't do that, I hit it exactly so I can do that. And I make the 7 for good measure. So now I leave him only 6 balls to shoot at, 7 balls to shoot at.
Yeah, I'd have been, that's one, in my mind, my concern would have been the same as if I catch that a little fat, which is exactly what you did. Yeah, you come right off the back of the 7 ball.
And I remember, I don't remember a lot of these matches. There was one match where I don't remember the last 4 racks at all. I was in a zone, maybe spoiler alert, but just don't remember any of it. This match, I remember a little bit of it also because thanks to Google Chrome, screwing up the recording. I used OBS to screen record these, and Chrome just doesn't like this site at all. So I've recorded this match 5 or 6 times already. But I knew in my head I had to worry about that scratch. And I don't know if it was just no, it'll be fine. It's way far off the rail. Because the 7 was pretty far off the rail. It was out here.
Yeah.
No, I'll be fine. I'll go right around it. And then I did exactly what I was worried about.
Is he playing safe here again?
I don't think so. I think he's going with this.
Okay. As I squint, thinking my look will get better.
Ooh.
Oh, he did?
Yeah,
okay.
It is. I mean, so this was Digital Pool's site. They I wish so I zoomed in on this and cropped it. Maybe one of the matches I won't. There is the light up here. There is a monitor here, and then a camera here. Now this camera points at this table down here, and the camera down at the other table points down at this table.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's a pretty slick setup, and then the monitors have the standard. You can't really read it on the tablet back here, but they have tablets at every table. And it's just Digital Pool. If anyone's used the Digital Pool interface, it's the same thing. And then they just show the score up on the 2 monitors so you can see from a distance, which is kind of cool when you're playing a match. You can see the pro scores and stuff like that.
Yep. Yeah. It's pretty slick setup. And as a result of this and getting into it, I explored the Digital Pool website and app more than I had before. And yeah, they have a pretty nice setup. So.
Ooh. That was brutal.
Yeah, he did such a good job of getting there as well. That hurts.
And such a good job of making sure, because his hand was wrapped around the 9 ball, but he didn't touch it at all.
Yep.
And if he touches it, that's ball in hand. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a shot here. This looks like it could cut. It's a really steep angle.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's one that you have to uber thin to cut, and boy, the cue ball's going to be traveling.
Right. I think my thought here is that I can go for the bank, and if I miss, maybe it'll get safe. And that's what I'm looking at right here. Like if I hit short, it should come up over here. Yep. If I hit long, it might come up this way.
Yep.
And I'm just stopping the cue ball. I'm not worried about the cue ball because that's where I want to be for the 9. Oh, you know what? I did try to draw it down to the bottom rail. Maybe I was thinking I would draw it all the way down here.
Yep.
And just play the bank short and have it come here. It's the botch safety league. Oh, wait, that's something else.
That's something else.
We're not doing that anymore.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm still, I mean, like he said in game 2 or whatever, he's still shell-shocked, and I'm not settled yet. And you can tell, and I'm focusing on a very nice shot.
That's well done. Yes, absolutely.
I'm focusing on just calming my breathing, calming my heart rate. Just my palms are sweaty, which they never are, and it will come into play later, not in this video, in a future one. And now I'm like, well, okay. And when I walked into this tournament, I had no idea what to expect.
Right. Yep.
I still have a little bit of an imposter syndrome. Well, I don't anymore, but I did over my Fargo. Like, am I really a 6, whatever? Oh, jeez.
Oh.
2 rails around and scratch. That's kind of brutal.
Yikes. That's brutal. Yep. And I'll say it, not because I'm trying to make any favorites or anything, but kudos to your wife, Tara, for being with you and helping you remain calm throughout this, because you could see that you were talking back and forth, and that having someone in your corner like that bit of familiarity absolutely calms you down. So,
and what I found is that I used to have a problem where I could play a random person I'd never met before and do fine in a match. I could play, how do I even put this? When I played someone and it was friendly, I struggled. Mm-hmm. Like either a random person and we get really friendly and we talk a lot, or a friend of mine like Matt R. And that's one of the reasons why I started doing the matches against Matt on my channel 2 years ago or whenever we started, because I struggled in those types of situations. I think I've gotten so comfortable in those that now the super serious, super pressure situations I'm struggling on. And in a couple spots, I get overly friendly with my opponent and I seem to do better. And I don't know if it just relaxes me more and I don't worry about it as much, or I've gotten over that hump or whatever's happened. But in this situation, it's like a pro match. They don't talk to each other. There's a handful of players who will talk to each other. Like your Roberto Gomez and your Alex Pagulayan and your Jason Shaw every once in a while. Those kind of guys will talk to each other in pro matches, but for the most part, they're just stone cold, just silent.
Yep.
And for me, I think that got to me a little bit.
Yeah, it's the level of focus there. Even at my playing ability, I find that's something I struggle with. How do you balance the focus, the killer instinct kind of piece of it to be able to believe in yourself and pull off some of the things that you need to, but also still remain relaxed and not getting tight. Right. That's something I struggle with still to this day. Because you have to. We talked about it. You can't be results oriented all the time, but the results still have to matter because the end goal of you playing pool is to win.
Right.
And so you still have to, the result has to hold some weight. You can't be okay losing, I guess, is the even.
Right. But like you said, you made a good point. I talked to someone years ago, 5 or 6 years ago, about, he said a lot of people think he's mad all the time. And he's like, no, I'm focusing. I'm trying to focus and I'm trying to get it out. But you can't have that mad tension. Like you can have an anger look on your face, but you can't have the anger tension. Otherwise you have to be fully relaxed and fully loose, but still focused and serious. It's a weird balance, and it's something that I'm not used to. I'm used to you and I joking around and talking and doing stuff like this. And if we play, it's going to be hard to play seriously. I mean, I don't ever not give it my all though.
Right.
I'm not going to miss on purpose and take a 4-rail bank just because every once in a while I will, just because it's fun. But if we're playing a match, I'm never going to do that. Right. If we're playing like the end of the night Scotch doubles where you have to make a 2-rail bank or more to win, obviously we're screwing around then. But
yes. yes.
And spoiler alert, those matches all go into where everyone's shooting at the 8 ball for 20 minutes.
Yes. Yeah. Spoiler.
But in the leagues, I don't know what he said or but I mean, we're kind of joking and we're laughing here, and he's still, I mean, he was not on his game. Because at one point he goes, I play way better than this, trust me. I'm like, I think me too. Like I should have been out there.
Yep. And this is tough. He's stretching. He's already adjusted once, and he wobbled it into the pocket. But it's tough to get the right speed on your cue ball doing that too. So,
and because he hit it thick into the pocket, he could have gotten another foot of cue ball movement.
Yep.
It's amazing how 4.5 inch pockets that we talked about before. You miss a shot, you miss it in the pocket is what Mark Wilson calls it. Yes. You make the ball, but because you hit the wrong side of the pocket, now your leave is off by a foot.
Yep. And it is a foot, like on these tables that are clean with clean cloth and good rails. It absolutely is a foot. It is a foot of cue ball movement. So
is he safing or is he banking this? Okay, he's safing. He played that shot way better than I can.
Yes. Yeah, he played that very well.
And that's something I need to work on. I mean, I know my safety game is lacking, especially those shots. Like I don't know what to do here. You're never going to cut this. There's no real safe unless you try the split ball safe, but that's such speed dependent. So I'm just going at this bank.
Or do you look at what I try and do is 2-rail it down to the bottom rail, the bottom long rail, and hope that it lands behind the 9.
I think I had that in mind.
Okay.
to maybe hit it up higher and have it go there, but I either didn't. I don't remember that specific shot.
Yeah, no, and I only think of that because that's a shot that I have practiced a little bit. It's just a shot that was shown to me by my coach, and that I've practiced a little bit, so it comes to mind a little more. But that's certainly not a common save.
Yeah, Jeff, you're moving your head up a lot. I think Jeff will watch this.
Oh yeah,
he's moving his head and then kind of stands up as he shoots.
Yep.
That was Now, I don't know if it's nerves. This is the only time I've ever seen him play, so I don't know if it's nerves or what. I noticed there was a friend of mine that I used to play at Roll Mines, Ryan, in case he happens to ever see this, where on his last backstroke, he was lifting his head up, just, like exaggerate, like his head and shoulders, and he didn't realize it. And you do that and you're going to miss a lot. So I tried the 2-rail bank and leave him down and I got a decent result here.
Yep.
This is not cuttable.
Yep. And you can tell he's frustrated after that last shot. You can tell he walked away and took a little wander around the backside of the table there for a second. So, which
is good. I mean, there's a lot of different ways to reset. I'm going to do a video on resets at some point. I know I've been talking about it for a while. I learned a new one in this tournament. But walking around, just getting away from the table and just looking away for a couple minutes, for me, talking to my wife really helped. There's a lot of different things.
Yep. And you have to. I mean, in these, you burn a lot of mental energy attempting to stay focused and in line with the match and in the moment, not, reining yourself back in when your thoughts go wild a little bit in situations, because they absolutely will. It's a lot of mental energy. And so you have to have a way to release that every once in a while.
I got an idea for $1 million invention. The Scream helmet. You can put a helmet on that's soundproof and just scream your head off.
There you go.
And take it off, and no one will know. Other than the fact you just put a helmet on in a room full of people.
You just donned a soundproof helmet. But hey, what happens in the helmet stays in the helmet.
Exactly. Now here, I think this is a little ambitious.
Yeah.
He was trying to roll up the cue ball and just leave essentially this.
Yeah, just leave him on top.
That far away on the rail. But
boy,
you could tell he was out. I think he outthunk himself. Outthought.
He outmaneuvered his mental capacity.
Yeah, and eventually, I mean, at some point in these matches, you feel like I just got to go for something. What do I do?
Yeah.
I think we talked about this I think the shot clock helps in situations like that. Once you're used to it, if you're in your first match ever playing a shot clock, hey, I made it.
And again, where were you? Cue ball,
I know.
Right around the side pockets, and object ball, 9-ball on the spot.
Yep. I'm getting the cue ball or the 1-ball a little bit higher, but I made 2 on that. I don't even know where they went.
I think the wing ball went again.
The wing ball. And there's another ball that can kind of kiss off this rail and come into there. I think that might be the other ball that goes in. But yeah, you get the wing ball to go in, every time now? What is that? How is that?
Yeah.
And it also is from the break box. You can kind of see. I'll go wait for the 1 ball to get out of the way. You can kind of see these marks here.
Yeah.
It's a line from the first diamond to the 9-ball on the spot.
Yep.
I mean, it's obviously not going to line up on here because we're at an angle, but then that's where the intersection of that and head string is where it is. It should be 9 inches off of the head spot. Oh, I thought I was shooting the 4. I don't know what I thought this was, but I thought I was shooting the 4.
And the 4 must go past the 7 there. So
yeah,
it looks like it does. Yep. So 7, 8, 9 is your key here, because there's a lot of movement from the 7 to the 8. You have to maintain an angle on the 8 to get back down to the spot for the 9, or center of the table at least. So
And one thing that I'm doing and is going to be in my goal video for 2026, which I'll be doing probably the week between Christmas and New Year's, I'll release that, is making sure that I really, really focus and sight the line for my secondary shot. So we always look 3 balls ahead. We look at what I need to do from the 4 to get on the 6 to get on the 7. What I want to make sure I do is I always look down the sight, like almost everybody does, of the shot I'm shooting, but I want to look down the shot line of the next ball as well.
Okay.
And not the shot in the pocket, the line, the angle, the position angle. Now this I wanted to get way over here. I would ideally, in line with this. Yeah, that's just about perfect.
Yep.
Because I want to go here,
natural 3
here and over.
Yep, natural 3 railer. That path from second diamond long rail to opposite second diamond long rail should be wore out on a table. That's a path that you need to know and understand from anywhere else on the table.
And here I put draw on it because I want to get it higher up. Like not this high up, but I want to hit it higher up than this second diamond so I have it float into the line with still making sure I have an angle. Because a lot of the times if you go natural and it comes in here, it's going to float and you're going to get straight. I learned that the hard way by doing it wrong a million times.
Yes, yep.
Now here, I think I just go 1 rail into here. Well, I guess that's 2 rails. I want to hit before the side pocket if I can.
Yep. Yeah,
I'm a little steep on this 8
a little bit of inside here. Well, more because you're as steep as you are.
Unless I go here and out. No, I'm doing the first thing I said. And I'm just accepting a longer shot. And once again, look where the 9 ball is and look where the cue ball is.
Yep.
Almost like there's some sense to what you should practice in this game.
Common sense. Who thought of it?
Yeah.
Or just a simple statistical analysis, paying attention. You can see this is a shot that comes up a lot.
And that was a break and run, my first of the tournament.
Yay.
So that's good. Get that. And I think
that
mentally. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that gives you the lead for the first time in this match, too. Oh, brutal kiss off the 7.
And I think, mentally, when you do that, when your opponent is, like, you can tell Jeff is mad at himself. He's walked around a couple times. He's missed some shots. And then I break and run on him. I think that kind of, and I mean, Jeff and I got to be really, really friendly after. I wouldn't say really good friends because we don't know a lot about each other, but we talked several times. You'll see him appear in another match in the future.
Yep. Yeah, that kind of is what does Brian from FX Billiards call it? I don't remember now. But he uses some specific word like the spirit breaker or something like that. Yeah.
You mean the Broken Spirits League? Oh wait, that's something else.
That's something else. Yeah. My apologies, Brian, if you're watching. I tried to steal it, but I can't think of the word. No.
But right. It's that he's kind of upset, and then you put it into his head like, oh crap, this guy's gonna get out every time he gets to the table. Now he's warmed up, he's in a rhythm. Now I am taking a lot more time than I usually do, and that's on purpose. Because I don't want to make mistakes and I want to be dialed in. I just want to do things smooth. I don't know if I agree with that, especially since my next match coming up is going to be on a 30-second shot clock. It'll probably already happen by the time this video is posted.
It may, yes. Yep.
But I'm playing a 669 Fargo, 70-year-old guy, 65-year-old guy?
Yeah, something like that, yeah. I don't know for sure how old, but
still plays at a 669 Fargo. Now I was trying to hit the 7 solid. Because if I hit the 7 solid, I leave the cue ball right there, and I'm really good on the 5. Now I'm not really good on the 5.
Yep. And happens to be a Wisconsin State Hall of Famer, and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
And we're playing with a 30-second shot clock and 30-minute match clock, and I don't get spotted in any games because I'm within 50 points of where he is. Yay, Fargo. Which is fine. I'm fine with that. This will be the first match I haven't spotted any games.
it'll probably be the first match he isn't spotting any games as well.
Right. I don't know what I try. I think I tried to bank the 5 past the 6.
Past the 6, yeah.
But that angle is so deceiving because diamond tables typically bank short, and when they have newer cloth, they bank shorter.
Yes.
And I think I tried to put inside on it to hold the angle, which makes it bank even shorter.
Yeah, because you ended up banking it straight into the face of the 6 ball.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't even close.
Yeah.
I almost liked if I would have just played the 5 one rail off there.
Yep. And that was a really good shot by Jeff to back cut that and still hold it for the 6 ball like that. That was really, really good shot, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff has really good warm-up strokes and just gets a little fast on the backswing to four-string transition.
Yep.
Jeff, I think if you clean that up a little bit, you'll see results almost right away.
You can see really plainly there what you were talking about with his head raising up as he's moving his gaze. So,
and that could be all sorts of stuff. It could be nerves. It could be just the way he shoots, and he's used to that.
Yep.
But he's gotten 3 good shots in a row. This is like a straight top ball, I think. Oh, is it going? Not going. He didn't leave me great, but this is one of the shots that this is like my bread and butter shot. If there was a bread and butter shot that wasn't an ordinary, because I'm using the same thing as what we talked about, the one that I missed, where I'm just playing this and just stunning. Somewhere between stun and straight draw.
Yep.
And look where the 9 ball and the cue ball are.
Just accepting. And this is the thing. You can accept that shot. You make the 9 ball shot far less missable because you're like, hey, I don't need to work the cue ball a bunch. I just get it over here and I'm fine with this. And you get down on this shot and you're super comfortable. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a huge advantage. That's what, the 3rd one of these that you've made this match? 3rd, 4th, something like that.
It might be 4 because the first rack, it was a shot like that, but I don't know what happened in the first rack. That was the one where we just started out with the 9 ball.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, it's
don't make anything on this break.
Yeah, because even if you go 50-50 on those, that's 2 games. He gets back, and now all of a sudden it's 3-5 the other way.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Versus 5-3 your way. So no, that's huge. Like, yeah, figure it out, people.
It pays to practice first, but it pays to practice game situations that come up a lot. So that was his stroke there was much smoother, much less jabby. It was still a little fast. I mean, the coaches will say slower the backswing the better.
Yep.
But look at this.
Oh no, don't do it to him. How hard is that? Miss the 3 ball and still have that drop? Like, right. That's brutal.
You're hitting the 3 ball there almost every time and probably getting a shot on it. Or your draw just stops like here and it's not even a consideration, but somehow he gets a hold of that fully.
Yep.
I just sat there. I think I actually said, oh no, out loud. Yeah. Probably not enough for him to hear it, but.
Yep.
So this I'm not too keen on what I'm doing here. I'm trying to play 2 rails and hold it in between the and I instantly, the first shot I get off angle.
Yeah.
And
that's like something I do with ball in hand. Come on, Adam.
I just don't understand why I did that, because the 4 goes up here. I could just play a stun and just have it pop 1 rail up and get close to it and then play almost a stop shot, and the 5's right there. Now I have to try to go around 3 rails. I'm not as familiar with the 3 rail shot on this table yet. And it's bouncy rails, and I don't have the 5.
Yeah.
Like, it looks like I may have a piece of it. I don't even have enough to hit the edge. So why not pull the jump cue out? Because why not?
Okay. That's why you brought it with you, right? I mean, if you're not going to use it.
That wasn't really my intention. My intention was to not use it. That's why I left it in the case.
Doesn't everybody plan on safing themselves and just using the jump cue to get out of it? I did
like Dale's rule in the high roller match where you can only use the jump cue if your opponent safes you.
Yes.
Or your opponent when you're coming into your first inning, first time at the table. I don't have to do the sidearm, so I have a little bit more, but I got really jerky and pokey on that one.
Yep.
But I left it in a weird angle. So this does not go. But the 5 doesn't go past either.
No.
So I don't think there's a choice. And it's hard to get the cue ball behind the 8 ball because the 5 is coming this way too. And it's hard to bank the 5 straight up and down because the 9 is in the way. I think going at this is perfectly fine.
Yep. This is a spot where you take a shot at the combo.
But the 5 can also go in.
Yep.
I thought he was going to. From there, I thought the 9 was going in. I thought he was going to double kiss the 9.
Double kiss the 9 in. Yeah. Yep.
I was almost positive it was going. I just that's what we were laughing at and talking about. And I think his nerves are still. Mine are high.
Yes.
But yeah, I think his are just through the roof, and it's hard. It's hard to see someone deal with this. But when you're dealing with it yourself, you don't really care about what they're dealing with.
Yep.
Hate to make it sound crass like that, but that's really
in the end, the goal is to win. You're not trying to stomp on anybody or bust their legs or Tanya Harding them or anything, but you still would like to win the match.
Yeah, and we talk about the references and the ages of people who are watching.
Right? Yeah. Let's see. Shoot me a comment. Do you get the Tanya Harding reference or not? Yeah. Without Googling it, please.
Yeah, you can't Google it. Or ChatGPT.
Yeah,
or
right.
Copilot or any of those.
Copilot or whatever. Yep.
Or web crawler or Alta Vista.
Use your brains, folks.
Speaking of other references, people won't get.
Right.
You can use Gopher if you really feel the need to.
What was the other one? Dogpile.
Yeah. So here I'm just cleaning up.
Yep.
That one I felt good about getting closer to the 9.
Right, rather than just stopping it there.
Right. And I felt I could be out here or here and it would be just fine. As it is, I got like the perfect angle on it.
Yep.
All right, so with this 9 ball, I am on the hill. It is 6-3.
Nice.
Now, Jeff, he kind of looked over. His friend is over here, also named Jeff. He kind of just joked. He's like, I'm just going to break from here, see what happens. Because if the break isn't working, I don't think he made a ball and had a shot on any break. I think the time he made a ball, he had no shot.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
I wasn't making the ball I was trying to make, but the corner balls were going in, so I just rolled with it. I don't really have a shot here. Does one go in the side? I don't think it does. And it doesn't go past the 5 in the corner, so what am I doing? I know what I'm doing. I'm trying to play safe behind the 6.
Yep.
But I hit the 6 on the way in, and it didn't work.
Yep. Well, he doesn't have a makeable shot though, but he has a pretty decent return safe here.
Right. And that's what you got to watch out for with these saves. Like you aren't going for that didn't work. You aren't going for you don't necessarily have to go for the crippling emotional damage snooker safe locked up on a ball every time.
Right.
You want to get back to the table in a better spot that you were, but as the players get better, you can't leave them situations where they can return safe you and put you in a worse spot.
Yep.
Now here,
that's a shot where you should be kicking from behind the 5 ball there.
Right. Do I go at this or do I do something else? I don't remember what I do here.
Well, the 2 ball is all the way down on the rail there, so man, I don't think I'd go at it because you don't. At best, you got a long shot at the 2.
So what I think I was doing there is going at the shot and using the 3-ball as a stopper.
Okay.
But I focused more on the 3-ball than I did on making the 1. Now, granted,
Fair.
it wasn't an easy shot as it was, but
No.
I should be sitting pretty solidly behind a ball here. He got there, but not as much as he wanted. Actually, the 1 ball now bounced out, and I think I might be able to hit it.
Yeah, I think you got to look at it here.
What do we do, though? Can I hit this side of it? Like over here? If I can, then I have a really good shot. I don't think I can, though.
No.
And I'm bridged over the rail and the 6. I'm just going to play this down here and send the cue ball around. Just like this.
Yep.
Just enough to hit the gap and leave him a shot.
Leave him a shot. Perfect.
These safeties aren't really working for either of us.
Yeah. I was thinking maybe if you hit that a little harder and try and 2-rail it onto the back of the 5-ball.
Yeah.
But that works too. I mean, again, when playing safe, selling out is always an option.
Right. Yeah. It's like, why go at a ball and miss when you can sell out when play safe?
Yeah. Yep.
No, I don't do anything fancy here. I just straight top.
Yep.
Just like this.
Just roll it in. Nothing.
The issue in this rack, and it always was and always will be, is the 6-ball.
Yep. Yeah. When it got bumped onto that.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, where does it sit on the rail there? Is it inside of the nipple, or you can push through it, or is it above the nipple and you're struggling with it?
I think it's above.
Yeah.
Now, an option. This is the 4. Never mind. I thought, the 4 and the 5 look the same to me.
Yep, they do.
I
4
thought
is
he could
further.
maybe get on the 4 and play it off the thing, but he's on the other. He couldn't have done that from the 3.
No.
And trying to draw from the 4 into the 6 is dangerous.
Oh God, yeah, that's so scratchy. And
So-
this same way, putting inside spin on this and trying to bump the 6 on the way by it that's a recipe for disaster.
I think you just try to leave yourself on the rail up here. Some inside and top. And just try to leave it straight in. He tried to do what you were saying.
Yeah. Unless it goes in that side. I think you're right. I don't
think it does.
And the way he's looking at it, I don't think it does.
Yeah. But the problem with the only way you can make the 6 is if you're straight on it on this side. But then there's no 7-ball shot. So this isn't necessarily the worst thing in the world.
And the 9-ball is in the way of trying to cross bank it to the corner.
Watch what he does here. I remember this.
I think I remember too.
He's not even worried about the 6, and he plays the cue ball perfectly behind the 8.
Yep.
And now the 6 is too far out for me to really 1-rail. With the 9 here, the 1-rail kick isn't on, so I just grab the jump cue. I don't consider myself a good jumper. This here is one of the best jump shots I've ever made in my life.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity because the object ball is close enough that the object ball you're jumping is in the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah.
Not too close, not too far away,
But it's 9 feet away.
It is. It's a long jump. But
so I nail it center pocket. But guess what else goes center pocket?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, that is so unfortunate.
And I just what do you do? I can't play better position on a jump shot than that. I'm not Federgorst. I'm not actually almost any pro or person considered a good jumper over 600 Fargo, which I'm not. It just.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that do exactly what you did there. Even some 700 Fargos, because keeping the English on that ball, jumping it at that length to change the cue ball path is really tough.
Right. Now, I feel bad here.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. And you know why, Trevor, but those of you watching probably don't know why. You might guess by now. So there are no concessions in this, but there are. Like if you're down whatever that was. Oops, let me switch over. There's supposed to be no concessions. A concession in this format is a loss of game, and then either you lose one of your wins, or I think you lose one of your wins. Not loss a game and loss of the next game or whatever. I think it's lost one of your wins. But if you're on the hill, he's like, well, I'm going to concede now. I want to give a huge shout out to Jeff. He was, and losing a match, especially kind of like that, where you could tell he was not shooting up to his potential, even though I wasn't either. You're just down on yourself, and I know how he felt. And I didn't want to say anything. We ran into each other in the hallway and had a good long talk later, and then ran into each other 3 or 4 other, maybe 5 other times in the week. So huge shout out to Jeff. So I am officially 1-0 in this tournament. Again, it is a single elimination, but there is a buyback. So $125 entry, $50 buyback. You can then, and once you use your buyback, they do a redraw every round.
Right.
And as long as there is a even number of people, everyone plays. Otherwise, there is up to one buy. There is not like a standard double elimination tournament where you could have half the field get a buy because of there's 31 players in a 32 player bracket or whatever, whatever it is, or 34 in a 32 player bracket or whatever it is.
Right. Yep.
But anyway, so this is the first round. I will have more of these. I'm not going to give away what happens for those who don't know. I think it'll be kind of a cool journey to watch.
Yeah, we're now guaranteed at least 2 more matches because we did give away the fact that you used your rebuy. So
we did say that I used my rebuy. Now, again, coming into this tournament, I was fully expecting to, the entry fee was paid. I was fully expecting to hand a $50 bill to the rebuy guy after the first round, and then after the second round, go back. Another cool thing about, I don't know if I mentioned this in this tournament, if you go 2 and out, they give you your rebuy back, and then you get a full pass to watch all the pro games and everything. So I was fully expecting, give me my 50 back, and I'm just going to watch pro pool the rest of the week. That did not happen.
That up already. Jeez,
I screwed that up already, so I'm not getting my $50 back. So now the plan is, okay, let's go into the second round, try to win a second. I'm doing it 1 round, 1 game at a time.
Yep.
And I don't know anything about anyone. The only player I really knew, Ashley Benoit. She's a pro out of Connecticut area, somewhere out east. I think she's on the Shark Stream, which I think they're in Connecticut. Out of, I can't remember the room that they're in, but she's been on a number of their streams. Her Fargo's been going up. She's like a 635, and she's a pro. So she has a whole bunch more seasoning and experience on these tables than someone like me, who I grew up on 9-foot tables with like 8-inch pockets. And, now I have to drive 40 minutes to play on a 9-foot table, other than just going and stepping in the room and playing on an 8-foot. But so anyway, Trevor, thanks a lot again for doing this with me. We will get one of these uploaded probably maybe 2 a week. And or 1 a week. We'll see what happens with the holidays and BS League and everything going on. We'll see what happens there. But in the meantime, do all the YouTube stuff. Comment. Let me know how far below 629 you think I shot in that match.
Yeah.
Don't do the same with Jeff. That you could tell Jeff was just not in the right mindset for that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
He said he was shell shocked. I mean, early on. And if you're thinking about saying that out loud, it's already mentally been covered in your head a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yep.
But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of this. Subscribe. We hit the 1,500 subscriber mark a full month before I thought I was going to, or hoping to hit there for the end of the year. So I really appreciate that. Let's try to get 2,000 by the end of the year in the next 30 days. Go. I don't think it's happening.
Set the goal.
Yeah, right.
Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all your input. Thank you again, Adam. Appreciate you allowing me to enjoy these with you. So
this is my pleasure. I feel like when I sit here and talk to myself that I just babble on and on. So at least I can babble on and on with you here.
Yeah, even better. There's 2 of us.
All right, we'll see you next time, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pool lovers of all ages, and Trevor, welcome to the channel. Maybe I won't go with that intro. I just thought of that and it sounded cool, but I don't think that's really the way to go.